Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to unpack a pretty harsh but absolutely crucial reality about human nature today. Ever since we were kids, we've been sold this really noble idea. If you're a good person, you just always help others, right? We're told to hold broken people together and be infinitely patient. But today, we're diving into why that childhood lie of limitless kindness, well, it might actually be destroying you.
So, let me ask you this directly. Are you losing yourself while trying to save others? Seriously, I want you to really think about it for a second. Have you ever just completely drained your own energy, sacrificed your sleep, and totally exhausted your mental focus, all just to act as someone else's emotional anchor? It's a deeply painful realization when you finally notice that the more you give, the more hollow you feel inside.
The philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli actually hit the nail on the head regarding a dark reality most of us desperately try to ignore. He observed that while some people are truly broken, others simply use their brokenness as a weapon to consume your energy and peace. See, not everyone who comes to you is actually looking to be saved. Some are literally just looking to use you. And if you don't spot the difference, they will consume your confidence and your peace before you even realize what's hit you.
Because of this, we really need to rethink what it actually means to help. Let's talk about enabling. Look, every single time you rescue certain people and shield them from the consequences of their own actions, you're not really helping them. You're actually, unknowingly, rewarding their weakness. People usually only change when they feel the real friction of their mistakes. So by acting as their permanent shield, you are actively stopping their growth. To protect yourself, you absolutely need to recognize the patterns. Today, we're going to cover the lie of limitless kindness, followed by 4 specific toxic archetypes: chaos creators, bottomless pits, professional victims, and history repeaters, before wrapping it all up with survival through distance. All right, part 1, the lie of limitless kindness, why empathy without boundaries is incredibly dangerous. Moving right along to type 1, chaos creators, the endless cycle of self-made drama. It is incredibly painful being a good person when you don't realize that throwing your boundless empathy at the wrong person doesn't fix them at all. It just slowly empties you. We're talking about the individual whose life is just one constant, exhausting emergency. At first, your empathy kicks in. You stay up until 2 a.m. listening to them, offering money, giving advice. But then you start to notice the playbook. It's constant new emergencies, highly impulsive decisions, and they completely ignore all your warnings. Plus, they never take personal responsibility. They're always blaming a toxic boss, a fake partner, or just bad luck. You've got to realize this isn't bad luck. It's a calculated pattern where they unknowingly create chaos just because the drama gets them attention.
Here is the bottom line. You cannot fix someone who simply doesn't want to solve their problems. They actually don't want your solutions, because playing the victim gets them comfort from empathetic people just like you. And if you keep running into their burning buildings to save them, trust me, their chaos is eventually going to burn your life down too.
Let's look at type 2, bottomless pits, the trap of weaponized gratitude. Now this type feels completely innocent at first, right? They start out with this overwhelming gratitude that makes you feel incredibly important, like you're literally the only one who truly understands them. You saved me, they'll say, but you really have to pay attention to how it ends. The very second you have to say no, or you just become too busy to help out, you're suddenly hit with cold replies, indirect guilt trips, and completely distant behavior. You quickly figure out they don't actually love you, they just need your energy as a resource. 0. That is the exact number of healthy boundaries these users will ever respect. Think about it. Emotionally mature people respect your limits. But a bottomless pit? They get angry the minute you stop giving. They will always demand more time, more support, more sacrifices. The moment your kindness becomes an expectation, your value to them as an actual human being drops to absolutely 0. Moving to type 3, professional victims, weaponizing sympathy and dodging accountability. These individuals are absolute experts at turning their pain into their entire identity. Now, they won't attack you directly. Instead, they kind of pull you into this incredibly frustrating loop. Step 1, you offer a perfectly logical solution to their problem. Step 2, they instantly deploy an excuse, claiming they're just too mentally broken or that you're being insensitive. And then step 3, they demand permanent emotional shelter instead of true healing. It just proves they don't want to get better. They just want a permanent caretaker to carry all their baggage. And that brings us to a really harsh truth. The day you finally step back and stop carrying them, you will instantly become the villain in their story. A professional victim always needs a villain to complete their tragic narrative. As long as you're serving them, hey, you're the hero. But the second you enforce a boundary for your own sanity, they're going to cast you as the monster who abandoned them.
Let's explore Type 4, history repeaters, the illusion of change and fake apologies.
Honestly, these are the most dangerous types of all, simply because they repeatedly break the most loyal people. Think about the parable of the wild dog. The first time a wild dog sneaks into a house and steals food, the man forgives it out of pity. The second time, the dog breaks his belongings, and the man excuses it, figuring the animal just lacks love. But the third time, the dog bites the very man who sheltered it. The lesson here is that some creatures only understand opportunity, not kindness. Every single time you save a history repeater from the consequences of their betrayal, you are teaching them that they can hurt you without ever losing you.
You absolutely have to recognize the difference between their act and reality. The act? Oh, it involves tears, intense guilt, and these huge dramatic promises of change designed just to trigger your hope. But the reality is pretty stark. They aren't changing their underlying character at all. They are literally just changing their acting to regain access to your life. Manipulators don't control you with truth, they control you with hope, offering just enough fake regret to restart the cycle all over again.
Unlimited forgiveness doesn't show love, it shows weakness. It's tough to hear, but the harsh reality you have to accept is that people inevitably lose respect for things they can get without any limits whatsoever. If your forgiveness is always guaranteed, no matter how many times they break your trust, your boundaries mean absolutely nothing.
Finally, Section 6, Survival Through Distance, redefining kindness as self-preservation.
It's really time to redefine what true strength is when you're dealing with people who only drain you. Listen to me, it is not your job to be everyone's emotional oxygen. Sometimes you just have to leave people to the consequences of their own choices. Distancing yourself from poisonous connections isn't cruelty, not at all. It is a fundamental act of self-respect. You are not put on this earth just to carry the weight of people who refuse to walk on their own.
So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to really challenge how you invest your empathy moving forward. If you lose yourself trying to save someone else, who will save you? Empathy is a beautiful gift, for sure, but only when it's given to those who actually respect it. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Build your boundaries, protect your energy, and above all else, make absolutely sure you save yourself first.